Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about a brand new game that's coming out. It's called Star Trek Resurgence. So this isn't necessarily for my Marvel viewers. This is more for my Star Trek viewers. And if you've never been to my channel before, you know that I make content for a lot of different games, a lot of Marvel, a lot of Star Trek, and some things in between. So I really want to talk about this because y'all, Star Trek games, CBS needs to get on the ball. Like, they seriously need to get on the ball with licensing out their content. I don't know what CBS is trying to do, but if you take a look at their biggest competitor, which would be Star Wars, Star Wars, you could have, I don't know, a lightsaber turning on and they turn that into a video game. There are so many Star Wars mobile games, Star Wars PC games, Star Wars platform games. It is ridiculous. What does Star Trek have? That's current. It's current. Star Trek Online. On mobile, they have Star Trek Timelines and Star Trek Fleet Command, which are not good. Not good at all. Which really leaves us with Star Trek Online. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Star Trek Online, but I want some variety. And y'all, this is looking really, really good. So, before I get into the trailer, I'm going to go through the FAQs to give you guys a general idea of what this game is going to be like. So, for this time of the video, you can definitely throw me in the background. I'm just going to read to you and kind of go over this. So, what type of game is it? Star Trek Resurgence is a narrative adventure game featuring dialogue choices, relationship building, and exploration, alongside dialogue-driven roleplay and rich branching storylines. You will also engage with the Star Trek universe in a variety of other gameplay styles, including shuttle piloting, phaser fights, tricorder scanning, stealth, and micro gameplay mechanics. So far, we're pretty familiar with those from Star Trek Online. Nothing big there. Is it first or third person? Direct control of player movement in Star Trek Resurgence uses a third person, Star Trek Online again, over the shoulder camera. Dialogue driven role-playing is presented in a playable cinematic format. How many playable characters? The game will feature two principal characters through a single epic story, with gameplay switching between the characters similar to Telltale's Game of Thrones or Tales from the Borders. So, this studio are some of the people who branched off from Telltale and made their own studio. So, we kind of know what to expect. A lot of choices, a lot of narration going on. The kind of thing that Star Trek games are really good for. Because Star Trek, as a series, unlike Star Wars, is a lot of choices. It's morality, it's ethics, it's politics, it's humanity. It's the issues that go on real day life, but they put in the Star Trek format so that they can talk a little bit more easier about them. What Star Trek time period is it set in? It's going to be set in 2380, immediately following Star Trek Next Generation feature films. Which Star Trek characters are in it? Star Trek Resurgence features an all-new crew on an all-new starship, but also includes characters that are fan favorites. So, we're familiar with that. Let me take that back. I just remembered Star Trek Bridge Crew, which not a lot of people have played. Who's making it? It's being made by Dramatic Labs, independent collaboration of 20 plus former Telltale writers, developers, designers, artists, and producers. Resurgence will be familiar to fans of Telltale's unique style of gameplay, but it also brings some welcome additions and refinements from Dramatic Labs. Is it episodic? No. Star Trek Resurgence is a single large story that will be able entirely upon release. Not so much a big fan of that. I want more. I think the really fun thing about Star Trek Online is all the different episodes you can go through. And the writing is so good, and they have the talent come back and voice the characters. I love going through the episodes. I like some of the pew pew pews, but I love that narrative of going through this story to kind of see where my character is going to go. What I'm really liking about this, though, is that being able to make choices, not being driven by the narrative that they have written for us, but we can actually make those choices and have much different outcomes. What engine are they using? They are using the Epic's Unreal Engine and Beanie, our interactive screenwriting system and narrative engine. Who's publishing it? Star Trek Resurgence is being developed and published independently in partnership with Epic Games under license from Viacom CBS. I don't know who needs to hear this, if it's Epic Games, if it's CBS, if it's Dramatic Labs, if it's whomever. We need more Star Trek games. We need a whole bunch more of Star Trek games. I love that we have this, but this is sounding very much like a real easy play it, you're done. Multiplayer, microtransactions, NFTs, more questions. So it's a single player experience, boo, without microtransactions, DLC, NFTs, or other additional monetization models. So, yeah, if you guys have been in my Discord, we've been talking about single player games versus multiplayer games. So many games are coming out that are single player, and they're really good. They're really good games, but I hate not playing with other people. I mean, that is like the social aspect, especially in the age of what we're living in, where COVID is just like everywhere. This is like our social engagement and interaction with each other. I want to play with other people. Now, begs the question, does every game have to be multiplayer? I would say no. Like, I play Civilization a lot, and I just play that by myself. Because nobody wants to play Civilization, but that's another issue I will talk about later. So I can definitely get behind a single player game, but something like Star Trek, something so immersive and massive that I really want to like bury myself into, and I want to create a character. I want to meet other races. I want to see the really cool uniforms that everyone else is applying to their character. I want to see the episodes. I want more. And as much as I love Star Trek Online, because that's all Star Trek Online, Star Trek Online needs a massive update. They need to like come out with a new Star Trek Online. And, you know, the players who've been playing it for like 10 plus years are like, no, I'm going to lose my account. I'm going to lose my stuff. Like, keep Star Trek Online. Do that. But we need something really current, something like this. So let's go ahead and watch this video and see what the trailer is going to say about the game for us. Actually, let me leave that in the smaller screen. Let me try to reload.
I enlisted because I didn't want to wait years just to get out and see the galaxy. I wanted to go somewhere, see new worlds, look up at a sky no one's ever seen before.
It's been a dream of mine since before I can remember. So I would be honored to become a captain someday. We need to learn everything we can.
You're not gonna die. Not if I have anything to say about it.
This can't be right.
Time to impact. 1 minute. Jara, I need you to do the right thing.
The fate of the negotiations, the interests of the Federation, and the prospect for peace may very well depend on it.
Wow, that was really good. First question is, who's voicing Spock? Because it sounds really close to Spock, and I'm just really curious who's voicing that character. Like I said, I love the choices. I love being able to kind of change the direction of the game and kind of see where it's going to go. I feel like I'm going to be really sad when I play this game and I finish it, because then it's going to be over with, and because it's not episodic. Because a lot of what Telltale would do in the past would be seasons or episodes of continuing gameplay. And I love that. I love that kind of game because I can look forward to something else that's coming from the studio. So if this is like a one and done situation, I'm really kind of curious to kind of see how big the game is, because it doesn't seem that big to me from what I've seen and what I read below. But let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Are you looking forward to playing this? Last thing is, let's see. I do believe this is PC and console. Yeah, right here. Epic Games, PlayStation, Xbox. No, it doesn't look like a Nintendo Switch is on there, but PC and console. This could even be like a game for mobile, if they really want to, go for it in that direction. But tell me, you guys, what you think. Are you looking forward to it? Are you not? I'm going to be making a whole bunch of more videos like this because there's so many games coming out for both mobile and console and PC in 2022 that look fantastic. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that like and that subscribe button down below, and I will talk with everyone later.